And a very good day to all my viewers. It is Thursday, January 12th, 2023. It's exactly 1:20 p.m. and we are here in downtown Montreal, Canada, where we have a snowstorm that is just beginning. And by tomorrow evening, Friday, we could have up to 30 centimeters of snow on the ground. And as you can see, the snow is falling. It's accumulating on my jacket here. And for today, we're just going to do a nice little walking video around downtown Montreal here, maybe for 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 depending. Just for reference purposes, we are on the corner of René Lévesque, which is this street right here, and this street over here is Rue de la Cathedral, and there is 1000 de la Gauchetière, which is the highest building in downtown Montreal, well, the entire city, of course. And there is the Place Ville-Marie complex, and there's the Sun Life building, which is one of the oldest buildings in the city, which you can tell just by looking at it. There's a school bus. So yeah, we're gonna basically cross here and we're gonna head north, and as I always do, just to give you a bit of perspective, this is facing towards the east, this is facing towards the north, and this here is facing west. So yeah, enjoy this little walking video that I'm going to do here, and we're going to head northbound. And it seems like the wind is blowing in seems to be blowing in a westerly direction, which means it's blowing towards the west from the east. So temperature, I'd say right now, is about -7 or -8 Celsius, with the wind maybe about -11, -12. So for those that are interested, this snowstorm that is, well, it started, supposed to be snowing all afternoon, and I think this evening or overnight supposed to turn to mixed precipitation. Could be some freezing rain as well. But that will eventually turn to straight snow again tomorrow, sometime during the day, whether it's the morning or afternoon. And yeah, like I said, they're calling for about 30 centimeters, up to 30 centimeters, at least 15 centimeters. So yeah, it should make for some very nice content. And it is, as you can see, starting to accumulate. Right now I'm actually on my lunch break, so decided to come out, get some air, and you know what, why not do a walking video, I decided. Very beautiful scenery, and of course the good thing about, you know, those of you that, you know, may live in a place where there's no snow, or you're in a tropical area. I know, like I said, I do have some nice viewers and nice subscribers, nice viewers in Indonesia, also in Slovakia. Shout out to Stefan in Slovakia, Julie in Indonesia, who I understand she's actually showed my video to her class. I think she's a university professor, so thank you for that. Shout out to everybody that's watching there. So yeah, like I said, this is a chance to see the weather in this part of the world where you might not ever otherwise get a chance to do it. So here we're coming up now to St. Catherine Street in a moment. Right here is the 7:15 bus, which goes to the Old Port of Montreal. And it actually has a bike rack on it, and that's probably because, well, in the summer, a lot of cyclists are not allowed to take your bike on the bus, but you can put it on the front there on the rack. So there's a very old group of buildings here. You can tell just by looking at them. There's Dunn's, which is a famous smoked meat place here in Montreal, and also this is where it says Dominion Tavern, Square Tavern, also an old building. And this here is actually bottles, wine bottles, I believe. And then you got some more buildings going up, as you can see by the cranes. Here's another old building, the Dominion Square building. Yeah, and here we are. We're coming up now to St. Catherine Street. So technically this part of the street is Metcalfe. And then down there is still the cathedral. I think once you get maybe even to this street here. But I think past René Lévesque where we started, I think that's where it's still a cathedral. Or Cathedral Street. I'm not going to spend too much time on St. Catherine Street. Maybe I'll walk for a block or two. Maybe we'll head in the east direction. Why not? Sort of against the wind, so you can see that snowfall effect a bit better. Wait for our light to change. Alright, so before we cross, I'll just pan this way quickly. That's facing west. Oh, I like that blue step van over there. Interesting. So we'll walk a bit eastbound here, and then we'll walk north again, just because I do prefer the quieter side streets. But you know, I'll show you the main street here, which is St. Catherine Street, one of the probably the most busiest street in downtown Montreal. As you can see, a lot of shops here, commercial buildings, different establishments and whatnot. It doesn't look like they have the snow plows out yet. I did see one earlier on another street. But yeah, we're walking actually towards McGill College Avenue. There's a Canada Post truck. That's our mail delivery service all across Canada. And this street here is Mansfield. So we're gonna go, tell you what, we'll actually go up McGill College. It might be a bit more interesting. We'll see the REM construction site here on the way. There's a nice traffic light where you can actually cross any direction you want. As you can see, you have the walk signal, so it's very pedestrian friendly. And this is, of course, as I mentioned in previous videos, where they've redone the street. The sidewalks have been expanded. The actual street itself has been narrowed, so that's something that's been recent. And eventually they're going to do the entire street like this. They stopped here for now, but further west is where they'll continue. I think around Peel Street is where they left off, just before Peel. Here's Place Montreal Trust, basically a shopping center. There's your Indigo bookstore, one of your last major bookstores around. The Chapters bookstore that used to be down the street actually closed down. They converted it into a Victoria's Secret. So it shows you, I guess, the way society's going. You know, you're closing a bookstore for a clothing store. But anyways, it is what it is. There's the Eaton Center down there, Montreal Eaton Center, and of course Toronto has an Eaton Center as well, but it's much bigger from what I know. Yeah, so basically there's your REM construction site right here. Your light rail is being built underneath here, the McGill station. And further north, of course, is Mont Royal. Can't see it because of the reduced visibility, but it would be basically right around here where the trees are. Here, I'll zoom back out. Yeah, it'd probably be around here, Mont Royal, you would see the slope. McGill University's down there as well. Now you can't see, but there's basically a big hole in the ground here. I was there the other day and they're actually starting to fill it in. I'm going to do another video separately on that station, the progress. But yeah, they're filling the actual hole in now with the structure of the station. So if you check some of my previous videos, you'll see where I filmed the actual hole in the ground. So gives you an idea of the progress. This should be open, by the way, in 2023, next spring, next April. Or actually not this specific station. I think it's actually going to be Central Station, where the South Shore branch is going to terminate, which is right, kind of make it out basically around here, where Central Station is. There's your Via Rail headquarters, by the way, overshadowed by Plaisville Marie. Here it says Réseau. So this is your underground network, Réseau. Basically, it's an underground network of tunnels. I'm actually going to do a video on that probably soon enough. I'll do it maybe during the evening one night where it's quieter, but I want to show my viewers what it looks like, the so-called underground city. Basically, it's all linked underground by tunnels and whatnot. So, and you can walk underground, for example, from if you wanted to, you can walk from McGill Metro to Peel, or Peel to McGill, and then walk to Bonaventure on the orange line. Of course, McGill and Peel are on the green line. So if you wanted to, you can get off at Peel Metro Station on the green line, walk to McGill, which is also on the green line, and then head south underground to the orange line where Bonaventure is, and then make your way, if you want, to Place d'Armes to the east of Bonaventure, or also Square Victoria. Yeah, so basically you have a connection to different metro stations. Basically you have Bonaventure, and then just to the east of Bonaventure you have Square Victoria, and then Place d'Armes. So it's all connected through these tunnels, which they call it the underground city, or Réseau in French. This street here is that we're on right now. I'll just confirm. Yeah, this is Rue de la Maisonneuve. So I forgot the bike path is covered here. Whether, if that bike path was cleared, I would have recognized it right away, the street, but I don't think they cleared this section because it's cordoned off because of the construction. But we're coming up to Mansfield now, and when we get to Mansfield, you're actually going to see that this bike path is clear. And I mentioned this in other videos, other walking videos, that this bike path is actually maintained all year round. It's a all-season bike path. People actually use this bike path, and myself included. I have used it a couple of times in the winter. So here's Mansfield. We just came from St. Catherine Street, which is down there to the south. Yeah, so we'll continue making our way west. You know what, we'll stay on this side for now. Wait for the light to change and I'll resume filming. Alright, so here we are. We got the clear signal to walk. And now you're going to see very clearly where the bike path is, which is right here. And you can actually see bicycle marks. And look, here's a cyclist coming right now, actually. Somebody on a bike. And it is doable. It's very doable. So you just got to dress for the season. Wear warm clothing, but it is doable. You can do it. And as you can see, there's quite a few cyclists that use this. Hence why it's open all year round. This here, of course, is for the metro station. This hydrant is actually, water goes inside of here. It's an intake hydrant. If there's a fire in the metro, the water will go in from the fire hoses and down into the tunnel. So that just shows you something unique about our city. And I think blue fire hydrants, they're strategically placed at different areas above the tunnels and metro stations. So like I said, if there's a fire, it can definitely be beneficial to have that water. And this is Metcalfe. So hopefully we do get the higher end of that prediction, closer to 30 centimeters of snow, because that would definitely make for some good content. But either way, you can guarantee we will have snow removal operations and whatnot. So no matter how much or how little precipitation we get. So it's 1:36 p.m. right now, which means I gotta head back because at 2 o'clock and about 26 minutes or so, or 24 minutes, it's back to work. And I still haven't eaten lunch yet, but I'll do that momentarily once I wrap up this video. What I'll do is I'll tell you what, let's go in to Peel Metro Station and we'll walk through the metro station to the next exit just to warm up a bit. This escalator is not functioning, obviously. But yeah, I'll give you a nice little bonus here. A view in the metro station. All this snow on me. I may have mentioned in previous videos, but I'm one of the few people that actually enjoy the snow. So to me, this is fun. So what we're actually going to do here is unique. We're going to go through the turnstiles with the bus pass here, transit pass, and then we're going to exit the next turnstiles. And what that will do is basically a shortcut, a nice warm shortcut away from the cold. I'm not going to go down to the platform, but for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, you know by now that I have lots of videos of Peel Metro. There's your platform anyway. So we just went through one set of turnstiles. Now we're going to go through these turnstiles. And we're going to take another way out this time on Stanley Street. So here we are, just to show you even some of these metro exits, depending on the station. They have these little tunnels here that contain shops and whatnot. This used to actually be a pretty decent dollar store. They closed down recently, but yeah, they had some decent prices. Just clean my camera lens here. Yeah, so you can see different things. You can see we have a barber shop, clothing stores. Here's a cool little sign. And here is our famous escalators that are not technically STM escalators. This one has been out of commission for almost a year now. But this one is weird because they had this one running, but it was going down, and I guess they used their head a bit and they realized, oh, we should make the escalator go up. The one escalator that works, we should make it go up, because it's obviously easier to go downstairs than go up. So this one's been running pretty smoothly for the last, I'd say 2 to 3 months. This one, like I said, has been out of commission. It could be that they're missing parts. That's been a theme of a lot of construction projects. Here's Stanley Street. And yeah, this is where I'm going to wrap her up. So thank you all for watching. As I always say, if you like what you see, hit the like button, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And as always, more videos to come. Have a good day, all.